Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is a Ugandan politician, activist, humanitarian, and a musician. He's one of the richest self-made Ugandan musicians with various income-generating resources, and his net worth is thought to be over $7.3 million as of the year 2021. He was born in Impigi district on the 12th of February 1982. The self-proclaimed ghetto president had a rough patch growing up in the slums of Kamocha, Kampala, with his mother as a nurse and his father as a farmer. Following the death of her husband, Kyagulanyi's mother struggled to raise him with his siblings despite the conditions they were in. Kyagulanyi's learned with various academic qualifications from various institutions. He attended Chitanti High School and Kololo Senior Secondary School, where he attained his Uganda Certificate of Education in 1996 and Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education in 1998, respectively. He then joined Makerere University, Kampala in 2003, where he attained a diploma in music, dance and drama. In 2016, he joined International University of Africa to study as a lawyer. The 39-year-old outspoken freedom fighter is married to Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi, with whom they have 4 children and live at Makerere village in their home. Barbara Itungo, also known as Bobi, is a philanthropist and an author, and like her husband, she believes in helping the needy. She does this through her social works in fighting for the rights of women and children, especially the girl child. She sits as an executive director of a non-profitable organization that focuses on developmental projects in rural areas to give priority to health care, maternity, education, and sanitary programs, to mention but a few. The power couple live at Makerere village, where they focus on giving their 4 children a normal and private upbringing. Their children are Subi Nakai, Shalom Namagembe, Solomon Kampala, and Shadrach Mbogo. In the early 2000s, when he started his music career, Kyagulanyi acclimated his stage name Bobi Wine that he is so commonly known by his supporters today. His first songs are Kagoma, Funtula, and Sunda brought him to fame on the East African music scene. He was the lead of the Firebase crew that was so popular in the early 2000s until it was later dissipated. Some of the members of the Firebase crew were Dr. Jose Chameleone and Bebe Cool. He then started a new crew known as the Ghetto Republic of Uganda, where he got to be proclaimed as the ghetto president. He has since then released more than 70 songs in over 15 years. His music is not only interesting, but also spreads societal and critical political concerns, and this has made him extraordinarily loved and adored by his fans. In the year 2017, Kyagulanyi foretold his interest to join the Ugandan parliament, where all the decisions are made. He promised his supporters to bring a fresh voice to the Ugandan political scene. This was received with overwhelming support from his fans, especially those in Kyadondo County, East Constituency. As a member of parliament, he emerged victorious in the race against the previous leaders of prominent political parties. Kyagulanyi did not take this opportunity for granted, for he started to use his platform to raise important issues and criticize the ruling government for all its failures. This put him on the spotlight both nationally and globally. It is then that the National Unity Platform Party was formed from the former National Unity Reconciliation and Development Party that was formerly formed and led by Moses Sinkwonge Chibalama from 2004 to July 2020. The now former the Member of Parliament Kyagulanyi took over the party as party president and was declared as a flag bearer for the 2021 presidential elections that were to be held in January 2021. National Unity Platform Party was meant to welcome any politician that wished for a change in government. This campaign, however, was not welcomed by the ruling party, the National Resistance Movement. Kyagulanyi was declared notorious and disobedient by the president and was to be dealt with accordingly. He therefore suffered a series of arrests during his campaigns. A case in point is when on Tuesday, the 3rd of November 2020, shortly after being nominated, Kyagulanyi was fiercely arrested by the Ugandan military force. He was further arrested on the 6th of November when he launched his manifesto in western and eastern Uganda. He was detained and tortured for 3 days, according to the Daily Monitor newspaper. On social media, some of his supporters have continued to compare him to Nelson Mandela, for he is a freedom fighter. His arrests were always met with countrywide demonstrations from the people. In various interviews, Kyagulanyi revealed that he had allegedly survived several assassination attempts where his car was shot at with live bullets by the police. In Arua, West Nile, his driver was shot dead with him seated in the co-driver's seat. He was detained, tortured, but all this did not stop him from fighting for human rights of his people. As a humanitarian and activist, in an interview with BBC, Kyagulanyi made a plea to the United States and other international communities to stop cooperating with Uganda, accusing President Museveni of abusing the human rights of Ugandans. In November 2020, more than 50 Ugandans were killed, many injured and several arrested during his campaigns. Even after having lost the elections to the president of Uganda, Kyagulanyi is still a role model to the youth of Uganda and is beloved by many. He still continues to encourage his supporters to fight for their country. He assures them that diligence is the mother of good fortune and calls upon them to continue fighting for their country. He promises them better days ahead to come through his continued music and continued activism.